Have you heard of the term the 4 Ds of real estate? Well, when I'm working with people and I'm trying to help navigate the costs of senior care or maybe even the costs of placement, inevitably it comes down to where we're going to find this kind of money. Because our parents of people my age, have done very well in real estate, equity has just kept going up and up for all those years that, at some point, you may have to make a decision about selling a house. And that's why I got my real estate license, actually. And I'm not active with my real estate license, but I like to know all the information. And I've actually created a really great network of real estate agents in our areas. And every area is slightly different, as you know. Cambria real estate is a lot different from Paso Robles and is different from Nipomo and SLO. And so I've made great contacts in all these different areas in order to make things at least easier on you to deal with the 4 Ds. Okay, but these are the trigger points of why most people end up selling their house. The first one, it doesn't happen much to people in their 80s, but the first one is divorce. Of course, you're splitting assets, and it does happen. It doesn't happen very often. The second one is, their debt gets too high. Maybe they've been just living very frugally, living in that house, trying to get as much out of it as possible, but they're just not really thriving or surviving in the house, and maybe they have some care needs that have popped up. So again, this is the time to try to tap into some of the resources of equity, which typically means selling the house. The next one is downsizing. So this is a more proactive move. Typically, this isn't when you've ran out of money to do this, but you're choosing to kind of live a smaller and simpler existence, and that could be, again, with some additional care involved. But basically, you're going from that 3,000 square foot house that maybe you raised your kids in to a 1,500 square foot house or a 1,200 square foot condo, that sort of thing. So living a little smarter, maybe there's more access to resources, easier to get to the doctor's office, things like that. And then the final one, of course, is the one that we don't like to talk about too much, and that's when people pass away. And that's complicated, and we have, unfortunately, some experience helping people in this situation. And whether that's a surviving spouse that no longer wants to live by themselves in this great big house with all these memories, or if it's another family member like a son or a daughter, because both their parents are gone now, they want to maybe they live out of the area and they need some help finding a good trusted real estate agent. So I do those things for people, and it is a tricky situation, and that's why we work with real experienced people and really only the best people around. So if you like resource about selling your house or your parents' house in San Luis Obispo County, give me a call. I can help you, at least guide and get you to a couple people that might be a good fit for you. All right, make things a little bit easier, take some of the pressure off of you. All right, I'll talk to you soon.